Good day, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Mac. I'm back. It is Sunday, July 28, 2024, in the lovely land of Tanzania. Good to see you as always. You know, I can tell that I'm not a YouTuber because I can't do these videos every week or every day. I have very well good intentions on doing these videos, but before I know it, 3 weeks have gone by already. So I'm still busy getting the place together and everything, the swimming pool. Believe it or not, it's almost finished, but it's quite not there just yet. I know some people may be saying, wow, it's taking a long time. Well, we had some slowdowns on a few things, but you got to hang in there and keep doing what you're doing. But I am going to show you the improvements this morning that we've made. But before we get started, I want you to know I want to welcome you to my heaven. Welcome you to my heaven. But as usual, before we get started, I need everybody, whatever problems that you have, whatever that you're going through, I need you to put all your problems in here. This is my trash can for my new subscribers. Before you can enter my heaven, you have to put all your trash into this trash can. Now that we've done that, now we can move on, brothers and sisters. So, as I said before, I'm going to always show the place where I stay at and also where the guests stay at when they do come. This is Safari ya Uhuru, which means Journey of Freedom. And there's definitely a story behind my journey coming here to Tanzania in particular. I was actually on my way to Ghana in 2020. I'm going to show you some things while I'm talking here. I was on my way to Ghana in 2020. Well, actually, let me back up just a little bit and tell you that story, how I ended up here in Tanzania, in the lovely land of Tanzania. I was on my way. Actually, I was on a tour group. In May of 2019, I decided to go to Ghana. So I went to Ghana, spent about 3 weeks in Ghana, my very first time being in Africa. I mean, I was so blown away coming to the motherland. I remember the plane landed, and I saw previously when people came to Africa, they would kiss the ground. Well, I didn't go that far, just kissing the ground, but I can't even describe the feeling of the first time coming to Africa. It was a feeling that was totally indescribable. So I spent 3 weeks in Ghana and with the tourist group. So, we was moving all the time. We wasn't staying in one place. So I really didn't get the feel of the place, but just the fact that being on the motherland was so exciting. So after the tour was over, I decided to go back to Ghana. But this time I was gonna go with a couple of other friends that was on the tour group the first time. So we met up. Our intentions was to try to find some land and build, because you hear the short version of it, like go to Africa, buy you some land, build your house, and just live happily ever after. Well, so we came back in November, we met up, and this time we stayed until like December, and this was in 2019, remember. So I looked around at different regions in Ghana, Accra, Cape Coast, a couple of other places looking for land. And to my surprise, everybody had their own experiences, but to my surprise, I found myself being scammed on the land. You know, I'm gonna just call them realtors just for the sake of you understanding. I had a couple of realtors that showed me the same property, but told me of different owners of the property and the amount of money I needed to put down on each property. So, make a long story short, I said that I was going to have to come back to Ghana. This time I'm going to stay at least 6 months to really take my time, hook up with some other Americans, brothers and sisters that was there. And so I left 2019, and this was actually the beginning of the 19. I'm gonna call it the 19. You know what I'm talking about because I'm still not sure if you're able to even pronounce, say the word. So I'm just gonna say the 19, where you know you had to get protection from whatever was getting ready to happen. So anyway, I was on my way home. I remember flying into Paris. This was December 2019 when I was leaving Ghana, going back to America. I remember flying into Paris, um, and I don't know. I felt something, but I didn't really understand it or nothing like that. I felt something like the flu or a cold was coming on. So I got back to America December the 20th, something like that. And that next day I was very sick, as in, you know, like you have a bad cold and it's getting ready to turn into the flu. So I couldn't understand it. So anyway, I had some amoxicillin pills that I had got from the Veterans Administration hospital a couple of months before I even went to Ghana. I had got those pills, so I had them handy. So I ended up taking those pills, and it made me feel better. So then I began to hear this word about COVID, something like that. I began to hear about that. Now, this is January 2020. So anyway, things began to increase, and America was getting ready to close its borders, and you know everything that was going on at that time. So I had made plans to go back to Ghana March 2020. Well, by that time, everything really was ramping up about the 19, and so they canceled my flight, and then I rescheduled for May 2020. They canceled my flight again, so I'm trying to leave America and go to Ghana. And so finally, a sister called me from the tour group that we was on May of 2019. And so I had myself been thinking about, man, I need to get back to Ghana. So I was thinking in my mind, I saw this YouTuber, and she was saying that Tanzania was open. The borders was open. They hadn't closed yet. Well, I was thinking, man, should I go to Tanzania? So I was in between those thoughts. And so a sister that was on the tour group with me in May of 2019 called me, and she said, Brother Mac, she said who she was and everything. And she said, me and a couple of other friends are thinking about going to Tanzania. And I said, what? I said, you ain't gonna believe this, but you know, I was thinking about going to Tanzania. I couldn't make up my mind, but I was thinking about going to Tanzania and just wait in Ghana. I mean, wait in Tanzania until Ghana opened its borders up. So what ended up happening is it took Ghana about, oh, maybe 2 more months before they opened. So now we came to Tanzania in August of 2020. No, I'm sorry, July 2020. We came to Tanzania. So we was here waiting for Ghana to open its borders. And once they opened their borders, then we was gonna proceed to Ghana from Tanzania. Well, after being in Tanzania a couple of months at that time, it was like November, and we were supposed to be flying out of Tanzania going to Ghana. Well, I had this strange feeling. I liked Tanzania. I liked the beaches. I liked the people. The country was beautiful. And it was just, I felt, my spirit just felt like I belonged here in Tanzania. So make a long story short, I canceled my flight going to Ghana, and I end up staying here in Tanzania. Mind you, I had already sent 6 boxes of clothes and uh, cooking materials, seasoning, just a lot of different things I had already sent to Ghana because I was sure I was going to Ghana. But, you know, that's why I know that there is a higher power, because my destination got changed altogether. So I end up staying here in Tanzania. And I never knew that this was going to be what the Most High, higher power, God, the Creator, whatever name you refer to it, I never knew that this was part of the plan. All of what I'm showing you now was not here in July of 2020 when I came. I was introduced to a very beautiful Tanzanian sister who ended up helping us to get land here. And I know it's the Most High because it's, everywhere you go, you have to be careful that people don't scam you. But this sister, she helped us. We got the land. And here in Tanzania, if you don't have a business and that Tanzania doesn't have 51% of your business in your business shares, then you can't own land. So I had to trust the sister. And as of today, she's been great. So you have to know what's going on when it comes to buying land in Tanzania. And there's a lot of stories behind that. But in short, I can tell you this here. You can't come here and buy land on your own. You have to have a Tanzanian that will either get the property for you and just allow you to live on it, depending on how you come here. If you retire and you get a retirement visa, which is good every 2 years, if you knew a Tanzanian well enough, they would buy the land. They would own the land, but they would, I'm gonna say they would be led by the spirit, the higher power and everything. And I'm saying that to say that you wouldn't have to never worry about them getting angry and want to take the land back and all of that kind of stuff. So that's one way. The other way is you can come here, you can do a retirement visa. If you meet the retirement age and the income that they want you to have, you can come here, apply for a retirement visa, and then you can rent a place, and you can stay here. The problem comes in when you want to own land. That's where the problem, well, it's not the problem, but this is where then you have to involve a citizen from Tanzania to be able to acquire land. But you don't own the land. Then the other way, and that's what I done, I created a business here. This is Safari Yahoo Airbnb. And I was able to purchase land through the business, but I still had to have a Tanzanian that would be 51% shares of the business. You still have to do that. The only way you can get away from a Tanzanian owning any part of your business is you have to go through the Tanzania Investment Center, TICs as we prefer. There, you would have to have at least 500,000 USD, and that's not just cash, but that's assets, whatever you have, whatever you put into building the building, all of that counts towards that 500,000 USD, and then they give you 5 years to reach that threshold. So, for example, everything that you're looking at here, when I get it evaluated, as far as the estimated value of this place, it could very well come up to be close to that 300, 400,000, because back then when I started building this in August 2021, what you're seeing wasn't here now. So now that you see the structure and everything, it would be evaluated at a pretty high price. Now, when you go through TIC, then you don't have to have a Tanzanian owning 51% of your business. You can own 100% of your business, and there's some benefits to that as well, but I won't get into all of them. But I just wanted to cover those ways that you can come to Tanzania, particularly if you're looking for land. Now, if you come here as a business and you want to rent a place, you don't have to have a Tanzania in your business either. Remember, the only time that you have to have a Tanzania in your business is when it comes to purchasing land, because a foreigner cannot own land. Actually, nobody in Tanzania owns land, not even the Tanzanians. The government owns the land. So everybody here is actually renting, or leasing, I should say, land. Even the Tanzanians. You can get 33, 66, 99 years in that order. So, brothers and sisters, I just wanted to explain that on the land. So we're here at the swimming pool area, as you was noticing. I'll tell you the improvements that they've done since my last video. They end up painting the fence here. As you can see that color. They still are going to be painting this area around here. We had it full of water last week, and we had to let it sit for about 4 or 5 days to make sure that there wasn't no leaks in the pool. So they got it cleaned up a lot better. So the next plan is to come and refill it up, but this time it's going to be clean water because I had used, I have a borehole, which is equivalent to a well, but it's salty water. So I end up purchasing a machine that would separate the salt from the water. But we had filled this here up with the salt water, and I didn't want to use my clean water. So we let that sit here for about, like I say, 4 or 5 days to make sure there was no leaks or anything like that. So the plan is this week we'll come, we're gonna fill it up with the clean water. We're gonna put the chemicals, if you will, to keep any diseases, viruses, bacteria, whatever you have, to keep that from accumulating in the swimming pool. So that's the plan. Then they're gonna go ahead and all the dirt and stuff that you see on the walls, of course, all of that's gonna be repainted, and so it looks real nice. So it's coming along. I would have wanted this to been finished a while back, but we had some couple of issues on the way, supplies and things like that, and even the contractor had issues with the workers, which we refer to them as fundis. And I thought it was only us that would sometimes be misled, and the fundis get paid and don't come back, unfortunately. But it happens to the Tanzanians too. So Tanzanians do their own people like that too. So it's not just us. When I say us, they refer to us as foreigners. So it's not just foreigners that lose money here. So just like any place else, America in particular, I know you got to be careful there because you can lose your money as well. So we had a couple of slowdowns because of that. That's one of the reasons why we hadn't finished all the way. But if you go back and look at the video in the very beginning of this process, you would say, wow, man, this is really amazing. You come a long way. So it looks very nice. As you can see, the fences all around. We got the gates on here now, and I'm gonna walk around this way. And so eventually, I'm gonna say probably I'm gonna give him about maybe 2 more weeks, tops, as long as everything goes okay. We'll be finished. The swimming pool will be open. So this is a gate that we put here also. So the purpose of that is so that no child can come in. Like if nobody's out here, they won't be able to get in here because we want to, of course, protect them from drowning. We got a gate right here that we put. So this little area here, you have your lights and everything. It can be used for multiple things. It can be a place to have some chairs at or a table to eat at. I thought about putting a TV right there. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna use this space right now. So this here, they recently closed that in right there. And so they got it real nice. We're still in the cleanup process of everything. And but slowly but surely, in the last video, we had a lot of wood and stuff, so they're beginning to clean all of this stuff up. And this is all leftover material and things. And so let me just walk out here. And so this is the upper room. This is what this is going to be called, the upper room. I'm going to have letterings put up there. So the last video, that wasn't up there. They put the roof up there. They've painted the handrails, even on the stairs. And so, like I said, it's just almost complete. And so we're gonna walk up to the upper room. I'm trying not to make this a long video, but I guess that's why I need to do a video at least once a week, you know, and that will keep my videos to where it's not too long. So I'm moving a little fast, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying. And I'll continue to ask for your blessings, your prayers, calling things into existence, everything, so that this mission that I'm on here is complete. So I'm walking up to the upper room. So this is how it looks up here. So it's gonna be very, very nice. They don't have much to do. We're gonna hang some lights up here. I may have a ceiling fan. I don't know yet how that will work, but we're gonna make it look real nice. Some plants and things. We're gonna have some vases with flowers around. So the plan here, calling it the upper room, it means a few things to me. Like if you want to come here and do meetings, if you want to just come to eat, you want to come to relax, you can come to the upper room. And it's kind of like, you know, I'm not a Bible scholar, I always say that. But it was at some point in time, I think Jesus and the 12 disciples, the Last Supper, where they ate, that's kind of where I got the thinking to call this the upper room, except for there will never be a Last Supper. It'll always be supper. This is where we will come together. And the beautiful thing right now, you see the sun coming up. It's around 7:15 in the morning now. And so you're not gonna have all of that sun once it come up very, very high, like around, I noticed around 10 o'clock. You're still gonna have shade under here. So you notice the view from here. And there's so many videos I need to do. I just have to find time. I want to do a video of the garden. You know, the brother's doing a great job in the garden. And he's cleaned it up a lot. And once we're through, we're going to be planting other trees and things out here. One of the plans I was thinking, I was telling you in the other video, I would like to, you know, put some swings out here, something for the children to play out here. So we're gonna see how that materializes. And so yeah, that's the other plot over there for you new subscribers. That's the other plot that I have over there, and it's a nice size. So there will be future developments over there when the time comes. So it's gonna be nice. I'm not sure, well, I do know what I wanna put there. I wanna put houses over there, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, so that when people come, you can rent or you can live, come here and live. Everything will be legit for you. You don't have to worry about no paperwork, buying anything. It will be already here. You just come move in. And of course, you know, you have to pay your monthly, you know, rent. So I'm not sure about the price on there, but I know that 600, 700 USD a month, and you have access to all of this, you know, the swimming pool. That's our restaurant that we have. And my thing that I wanted to do was to be able to hire a chef. We have a chef, but to get a chef that's know how to cook everything, you know. And those of us that live here, we would just put in a certain portion of our money a month, not that much, but to be able to hire the best chef that we could. And that way, oh man, brothers and sisters, we will be eating good. And then I'm going to invest in a minibus so that we'll be able to take trips. Of course, I'll have a driver, so we'll just be able to relax and enjoy your life here in Tanzania. So that's one of my plans. You know, you will even be able to come here, say if you want to come a month, not like a timeshare, but if you wanted to come a month, you make your reservations, you come and you stay over there, and then we partake in these different field trips. I mean, it'll be so beautiful, so I'm looking forward to that. I also decided I'm gonna open up the place to the public to where they can come, swim. Like I said, the children can play. You got the restaurant you can eat at. So that's going to be a way for the business now to start generating money so that I can continue to invest in everything. So, brothers and sisters, I don't want to keep it long. I know it's been 3 or 4 weeks since I did the last video. I'm really going to try to do better. But you know, I find it amazing because I see when I say people that are doing videos every week, a lot of times they're monetized or are getting ready to be monetized, which means YouTube will start paying them money, you know, for contents that they're doing. But I'm not there. This is all about my journey. That's the only reason I'm doing this, so that anybody that want to go back to the beginning of the videos, they will see my journey from 2020 up until now, pretty much. So again, it's good to see you wherever you are. Stay strong. Get free from whatever it is that you're in bondage to. Get free physically and spiritually. And once you get free, brothers and sisters, stay free. So this is Brother Mac. I'm back. It's Sunday, July 28, 2024, in the lovely land of Tanzania. Peace. Take care of yourself, and I will check you on the next video. Take care, brothers and sisters. And thanks for tuning in to Welcome My Heaven to Safari Yahoo Journey of Freedom. I wanted to say peace because it's that too. But Safari Yahoo, it stands for Journey of Freedom. So peaceful. You hear the birds. Look how green everything is. You hear the chickens crowing. This is heaven to me, brothers and sisters. This is heaven to me. Just listen. That's where I sit at, on the second floor, where those pink chairs and blue chairs, drinking my coffee and observing the view of the swimming pool here. Take care.